Okay, a quick video about how to set the barbecue up for a long, low, slow cook. I have a big pile of briquettes here. It needs to be briquettes rather than charcoal because charcoal doesn't last that long. And I'm going to light this pile of about 10 of them here. And once they're lit, they're going to go onto this pile of unlit coals, about 40 in here, including previous coals from old cooks. And when I put the lit ones on top, I'm going to use the vents to control how slowly the heat and the coals burn through there. And we can use unlit coals because they're fully natural, things like Weber briquettes or heat beater, natural, no weird chemicals in them, just the charcoal. So that's compounded into these briquettes, so it's absolutely fine. And if you look at the bottom here, this is a Weber Kettle. It's got like a P vent at the bottom, and that means that as I shut my vent closed, it covers the main bit of it, and it just leaves a small semicircle at the bottom. So down here are my vents. As soon as I hit this dot here, I know it's on the semicircle. Then as I go through it, it closes the semicircle up, which limits the airflow through, which helps me keep the temperatures low. And I use the one at the top here as well to tweak it too. And this big pile here of about 40 of them, including those old ones, that'll easily last about 7, 8, 9 hours at about 120, 130 degrees. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning today. Blue sky, it's 8 o'clock. There's a bit of dew on the grass, and I'm cooking a pork shoulder today. Very exciting. So I hope you find this helpful, and it might inspire you to see how easy it is to cook a long, low meal on the barbecue. So this is the complete setup, ready for the start of the cook. I've got the pork off to the side away from the coals for indirect cooking. I've got a tray of water, boiling water underneath. That's going to keep the cooking environment a bit more moist, and it's going to help keep all the drips of fat, so cleanup is not so difficult at the end. And here I've got my coals, 10 lit coals on top of that pile, and I'm just going to pop on some smoking wood now. So I've got a couple of chunks of hickory and then a bit of apple, and that's going to get proper flavour into this pork shoulder, big 4 kilogram joint. That's going to do us a lot of meals. It just gets frozen up and it's just beautiful. Then if you buy a whole joint, it's it makes it worth cooking on the barbecue. There's no point doing all of this just for a little joint. And yeah, oh wow, that hickory's already, whoo, sweet, spicy. Oh, okay, and that's it. It's basically, lid's going to go down. Well, I'm going to put my probes in first, but basically it's about 4 hours until the meat's about 65 degrees Celsius, and then I take it off and I pour beer on it and wrap it all up, and it's going to be another 3 or 4 hours until the meat's like 95 degrees, and that's going to be pulled pork then. So but it's going to be 4 hours now with the lid down, and you don't want to remove the lid because you want to keep the cooking temperature constant. You want to keep all that smoke in. If the lid's off, all the smoke's disappearing. And I'm going to put this vent over to the right hand side, so the smoke has to travel across the meat and then out. But obviously if you don't have a meat probe in there, it means that this is right above the coals, so this won't be accurate. So if you don't have a meat probe, try and put the built-in thermometer sort of above where the pork is, so you can sort of see. This isn't the most accurate, but it's good enough. I've cooked several in this and it's been just as good. So keep it here, but I like to turn it around here so that the smoke is coming out this side. All right then. So there's my video of setting up the pulled pork, and I'm going to put my probes in so I can be a little bit more accurate. And it does make it a little bit more juicy, gets it off exactly the right time, doesn't let me overcook it or undercook it. So the probes really do make it special and helps me really get an accurate feel of what the temperatures are here. So I'm going to put my probes sort of just where the meat is here, and a couple in the meat so I can monitor it live. Hope it's helpful, and you really should try pulled pork, because actually it's very forgiving. And I've had a couple where I've just gone out for the morning, come back, and it's been 10 degrees too high or 10 degrees too low, and it's been fine. So yeah, it's really lush. Peace out.